Hello, my friends. This is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel, and I have a couple of bundles to share with you today that I have in my shop. When you see this video, they are there. So, yeah, it's the weekend, so awesome, right? So let me show you. I just been coming to you on Saturdays to show you. Like, I list other things in my shop during the week, but I'm kind of just showing you the bundles on Saturdays. So if you want to check out and see what I've listed, just, the link will be below to my shop, and you can go over there and just check out what I've listed. And if you haven't been to my shop before, just check out everything, right? See if there's anything you need. But yeah, this is a bag, little burlap bag. In fact, I kind of reconstructed this. This was a bag. It's, well, it's more like, I'm just saying burlap, but it's kind of like linen. I don't know. Anyway, it's nice fabric. And I just picked it up at a thrift store. It was longer, like 2 or 3 times this long, like for, I don't know, maybe a wine bottle or bread or something, like an Italian loaf of bread, or, or a wine bottle. Anyway, I cut the top of it off here and just sewed across the bottom so I could make it shorter so it was more usable. And I still have the other pieces too that I can do something with. So we'll see. I could make 2 or 3 drawstring bags out of it, right? But anyway, handy little bag here to put these stamps in. So if you've been watching my reorganization videos, I destashed my rubber stamp drawer, and these are the stamps I took out, and I either haven't ever used them, or maybe used them once, or maybe I, let's see, are there any that I used more than once? There might have been, I'll show you some that I might have used more than once. You can kind of tell. But anyway, so most of them are kind of like new, though, that I haven't used. And I figure, well, if I haven't used them by now, I've had them for a good while, some of them for years, and I haven't used them. So I thought, let me pass them on to someone else. So I hope you can see okay. There are pictures of all of these in my Etsy shop. So if you can't see them here on this video, go to my Etsy shop and you can look at the pictures. But they're mostly all cling stamps, except for one little stamp here like this. So, and I did keep a lot of cling stamps and my wood and rubber stamps. So, a lot of these are kind of like maybe categorized as planner stamps, but I got some of them with Your Creative Studio and some of them with another subscription that I was getting for a while. And they were just sending a little package of like this of rubber stamps each month, and I just, it was just too much for me. I just didn't need that many rubber stamps, you know what I mean? So anyway, here's one that I've been holding in my hand for a minute now, but let me just go through them and show you them. And I'm going to not go into great detail in them, but just show you the little pictures here the best I can, and then go look at my shop if you're interested. Here's the alphabet. This was never used, it doesn't look like this one. I think I used a little like postage looking, like postmark looking one there, and maybe the love, and that's it on that one. Well, that's where that little heart goes. There's a little heart here, and I don't think I ever used it, but I bet it goes in there. Let me see if I can get it in there, because it's been floating around in this bag here. Hold on. Okay. All right, it is in there. I think that's where that goes. Okay, I was wondering where it came from. Anyway, so I've only used and there's a little word here it looks like I used, so, and that's an XO. But anyway, 2 or 3 of the stamps in here I used, and these are kind of like love themed, XO hearts and things like that. So that little stamp set, I've only used 3 of them, maybe, and the rest I've never used. This one I think I used the Remember. It looks like, you can just tell because it has, it's a little darker and has some ink on it. And so it looks like I haven't used the others. Okay, here's another set. So this is a tag and a little kind of like a banner end here, little point and little word. I think I used the word and I didn't use the other 2. So I used this Seeker of Everyday Magic. I used that one, but not the other 2. And then, like I was showing you, the alphabet set, I've never used this just because I have more than one, and so I just never got around to trying that one. And there's one more I have in a bag here because I don't want to lose any of the little pieces, but I'm going to leave it in here and try to show you through the bag. But it's this is a little snack size, a Ziploc bag, but it's days of the week, 1 through you can make 1 through 10 on this or other numbers. It just has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and a 0. So you can make like, you turn the 6 upside down and that's a 9, and 1 and 0 is 10, and then you can of course make other combinations of numbers with those numbers. And there's a little kind of thing here that you could stamp the numbers and the days of the week in to make a little something right here on your whatever you're stamping. So another set, these are all individual here, I'll show you in a second. This set I got from, let's see, wait a minute, I got two stuck together here. This set I got from Your Creative Studio, and it's really cool. It's like little memo notes and bulldog clips and a binder clip that you can stamp onto things. And I'm surprised I haven't used it, but I haven't, so I'm going to let it go just so I can declutter my stamp drawer a little bit. So, but I think that would be a really fun one to use. And then this one here, it looks like I used the relax, the word relax here, and the rest of them look clean, like I've never used them. So let me show you this side. Yeah, so you see how the relax is a little bit darker. That one I used, but the rest look like they were unused. And I must have, I don't know what happened here. There's a little cutout. Maybe there was one here and I cut it off. I don't know what I did there. But anyway, there's a piece cut out there. But anyway, all the rest are there. And then here, this one is little kind of sayings. Like, you can really, I got up close with my pictures in my Etsy for this one. But it just has little words like, this one says the weekend. So that type of thing. Just a little something you can stamp on a journal page or a piece of ephemera, or making a tag or whatever. It's a fun little stamp. I think I might have tried a couple of these or all of them. I don't know. But anyway, I probably used it like one time and that was it. And I don't know. I think I got this in, I got this in this subscription, one of my subscription that I had for a while, like that I'm talking about here, one of the two. And these are all from right here. Let's see, these are all from Your Creative Studio. And these are just some individuals that I don't know where they came from, but they're little music notes, which can be fun if you need some little music notes to stamp. I know I used these, I believe. And yeah, there's some ink on them, but I haven't used them in a good long time, so I put those in there. And then, like I said, these are all from Your Creative Studio. I may have used them to, when I first got them, to show you them, on video and show you what they look like. I don't know if I demonstrated all of them because they don't really look like they have any ink on them, but maybe that's just the nature of these stamps. But when I used these, I didn't put them on a block or anything. I just kind of used them like this with my hand because they have plastic over here and it's good kind of chunk here that you can grab onto. So they're kind of nice to just grab and stamp. But these are kind of like, this is, I think, a fancy binder clip. And this is two, a little one and a bigger one. Let me show you up close. And you really can't see this side probably, but if that's, the stamp part, but there's the picture of what it is. Okay. And then this one is a typewriter with a piece of paper in it. That would be cute. Then there's a couple related to cinema. It was a cinema related. That month was cinema related. So let's see, I'm trying to get this upright. This is an old-fashioned reel-to-reel camera, I guess. Or not camera, but where you show, I can't think of the word right now, but where you can show, the reel-to-reel movies or whatever, how they used to do them way back when. So that is cool for that type of related subject for your journals or whatever. And this one is like a ticket and it says cinema, so it's like a movie ticket or whatever. So that is cute. And then this one is the reel, actually the reel that you put on the I'm going to say camera. It's not a camera. I can't think of the word right now. That's how it is. Don't you hear everybody say that on video? And you're like shouting at the camera, at at the video, it's this. But anyway, Dragonfly Stamp, of course. I love this one and I would keep it, but I already have like at least one and maybe two. So I was like, and I got this one in Your Creative Studio and it's a great stamp, but I just don't need it. I don't need a second or third one. You know what I mean? So it's a bunch of stamps. And so I didn't like count each individual stamp or anything, or each individual piece, but as you can see, I'll link this video. I don't think I have it linked yet, or I said coming soon. And so I'll put those back after the video so I don't have time take time to do that right now. But it'll come in that little drawstring bag if you're interested in those. And so the other thing I have for you is a nice little bundle of fabric here, and it's kind of pink related, so I'm going to show you. I have it tied with one of my I'm going to call it white sheet torn strips, and then you can coffee dye that and use that. Everything is usable here, and I got a little thread here. And so on top I have a couple of vintage button cards. So this one is kind of worn and everything, but we can even use, sometimes you can even in the right place you can use this as a whole, or maybe you just want to use these buttons. They're really pretty brown buttons. And so I'm just looking to see if there's a date. And then this one has all its buttons. Isn't it cute? With all those little buttons on there. So, oh, let's see where it came from originally. I can't see that, but there's looks like the original tag right there. And a couple of Goodwill tags. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know where I got these, but I think they were in a bundle that I got at Goodwill. So this wasn't, none of these were the prices I paid. There was a sewing, if you saw watch my Thrifty Thursdays, there was a big sewing bundle I bought recently at Goodwill, and this was probably one of the things in there. And this too, this little snap card. I like the colors on this one, and it has almost all of its snaps. So these are fun just to use as a whole in a journal, as a decoration on a tag or something. And, and the colorful ones are really fun too. And then I have a little bag of buttons here. There's some small ones and some medium, I would say small to medium. And there's one large one there. So yeah, all assorted sizes and kind of neutral colors. There is a gold one in there, I see. A couple, might be two, no, is that metal? There might be two metal ones in there. Yep, this one has a design on it. One of those old kind of coat buttons, the metal coat buttons that have a design. So yeah, lots of fun buttons. I stuffed, if I put a little bag like this with buttons, I usually try to stuff as many as I can in there. So, and I don't count the individual buttons when I do a bundle. You know what I mean? Like this is one thing. I count it as one. So even though that's why I put say I put 11 or 12 or 13 on the bundle 13 piece, I usually put a little plus there because that means I didn't count every single thing that's in there. So, and this is some really pretty pink bias tape. And it, it's folded over like bias tape. And it's really nice because this would be great for tags. It's just like a ribbon. You know what I mean? And there's a bunch here. And I got that with with that sewing stuff that I'm talking about. And then this is one of my patterns that I got at the estate sale where I got a bunch of patterns. I think most of my patterns I got at estate sales, but I did get some at thrift stores too, that's right. Anyway, this is a cute one, and I love the, I kind of picked this one out for fall. It's got some of this browns and plaids here. I thought it was a nice little fall pattern, and cute little outfits, and the girls and everything, very, whenever this came from, 50s, 60s, 70s. And it's a butterick. It's got, the whole envelope. It's not torn on the side or anything, but it does have a little tear right here. And the flap, the front flap is tucked right in here. And then you've got tissue and the instruction. There's a bunch of instruction paper in this one, so you've got lots of that to work with too for that. And then I usually try to include a doily or something as a little, all these things I'm kind of like making fabric bundles, and all these little things I put on as kind of bonuses, to make it a nice little bundle, which I like to do. So here's a linen with embroidery. Let's see, I want to make sure I have it on the front. I think this is maybe this is the front. This looks like a little brighter over here. But yeah, it's just a round little linen with this embroidery and eyelet trim on on the ends, on the, you know, around the border. And it almost looks like someone may have made this, you know what I mean? So this was probably a little project that someone did. You know, sometimes these things come in kits, and so it may have been a little kit that someone made or something. So really cute. And then the ruler, I still have a few rulers left. So this one I put in here because it's got pink on it, and it's got hearts, and it's got a little peace sign, and it's a 6-inch, just cute little plastic ruler. So that's the ruler going with this one. So this is the only thing on top that's like not pink, or doesn't have pink in it, because I just had a random piece of the fabrics that I got at the thrift store that one time that I've been showing you, that are kind of like upholstery or maybe curtain type fabric. So this one was, this one be great for fall. It's like a pillow cover. It's this color on here, 2 colors here on the back, black and, you know, this black kind of stripe and a red and gray type stripe. And on this side, it's these pretty kind of burgundies, golds. This is a dark gray and a lighter gray, and you can probably see the colors, but it is unfinished here, where I don't know, like I always say, I don't know where these came from, a factory or whatever store, but this was started to be a pillow maybe, and this is the way I got it, like this. So you can make it into a pillow, or you can just cut it apart and use pieces that you want. And so like here's a little spot on this one, so this can probably be washed or just cut around. And so most of them are, you know, just kind of remnants or something that I don't, like I said, I don't know where they came from. But these, like I said, all have some pink in them. So I want to show you, they're good sized pieces. And see, that's folded over twice, or, you know, folded over once, and this is folded in half. So let me just kind of take it around the camera. So you've got pretty flowers. It's kind of got a whitish background, and then it's got some greens in here, and this like turquoisey color there. So just, there's a house on this side. Let me show you the house. I'm going to call it a house right here with windows. So there's a little, looks like a bridge or just a design on the house. But anyway, I thought this one was pretty gorgeous. So get all the little strings off there. But yeah, that's one. And so they're all, I think they're all about that size. Way bigger than a fat quarter. Probably 2 fat quarters at least. So again, you know, it's got the pinks and grays and greens. And really beautiful. Oh, here's like a leaf that looks like a heart. Isn't that pretty? You can see why I brought them home, right? I said last week when I was showing you that bundle from last week, I just picked out the ones, I didn't even buy them all. I just picked out the ones that I really loved, and these, there was a bunch that I loved, even though you know, I'm glad I didn't buy them all though, because I don't want to, because I figure if I love them, you'll love them, right? So this is a beautiful pink and white one too, and it's got this like embroidery right here. You can see that's embroidery. These little dots are embroidered. There's gray and pink dots. And, you know, again, folded in half. It's got several of those pink and gray embroidery pieces around the fabric. Here's some here, and there's one in the middle here too. So really neat. This almost could be kind of boho-ish too, with that embroidery and the bright colors there. And then this one too. I've got 2 more. And so this one is another big piece, you know, folded in half like I'm showing you. Very pink and white and very pretty. And again, this one has embroidery on it. It's kind of this dark grape color here. There's a little cluster there, and then all of this. And like here, this leaf has several pieces. And the stems right here, that's all like embroidery on there right here. Just stuff like that all over this pretty piece. So isn't that interesting? Yeah, that is so pretty. And it's really different, isn't it? I mean, when's the last time you saw fabric like that? That's the only time I've seen it, actually. So, and you know, I do a lot of thrifting. So this piece is not folded in half like that, like those were. but it's still a good sized piece. It goes all over here. Let me show you the colorful side. But it's got two of these like medallions on it, one here and then one here, and very beautiful. And this is also boho-ish, isn't it, with the pink and the black and the red. So it could be, you know, it could go in any direction you want. It could even be a pillow. I always say that because it's like if I were making pillows and this was my colors, I would make some pillows because they're just so pretty. But I also would be a beautiful journal cover. And so here it is folded in half like this. So gorgeous, right? So that is my bundles for this week. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great weekend. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I have another reorganization video for you. So yeah, I'm getting it done, you know, when I can. And so yeah, I think I'm gonna actually be done one of these days. So thanks for watching today. Have a great Saturday, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day.